Alright, so today's video is, are the new character additions for MultiVersus actually bad? Because if you guys do not know, people be on the internet talking about saying stuff like they not putting the hype characters in the game, they putting characters in that nobody want. Why they putting these characters in the game? I heard it all. I hear them complain about Gizmo, Stripe, Velma, and even LeBron James and other characters that might be in the game so far. But you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know why these characters are put in the game and if they're actually bad picks or not. Now before I start, I just want to let you guys know the characters that I want to see in the game is Static Shock, Ben 10, and Godzilla. That's my 3 most wanted characters as of right now. So this even affects the characters that I want to see in the game as well. So I'm in that boat because everybody wants different characters in the game, but I understand why certain characters are picked for the game so far. Now let me get right into it, right? So one thing that I think a lot of people kind of miss when it comes to MultiVersus is that MultiVersus is literally an ad for Warner Bros as well. Yes, it's a game that they adding characters in for everybody to play, but it's also an advertisement for WB. And MultiVersus have the license to WB characters. So I am not surprised why these certain characters are put in a game. Now, one thing you want to do whenever you put characters in a game or whatever, you want to capitalize off of hype or attention that a certain character gonna get. Now, I'm gonna start with the first character that was added to the official roster, Velma, because Velma was actually added in after we got the official roster. Now, people might be like, why would they put Velma in the game? I don't like Velma. Velma not a hype character, whatever. It's to capitalize on hype. Because the thing is this, Velma have a TV show that was coming out, the Velma series, right? So that's why they're like, okay, let's go ahead and go with that character because that character going to actually get some attention and probably also bring people to go ahead and check out the Velma show as well. To be like, hey, you know, Velma in the game, she got a series coming out, let me check it out. Now, Iron Giant was the next character that came out right after Velma. Now, I feel like Iron Giant was put in the game because they probably was actually able to get the rights to him pretty easy. And also, they probably really wanted to try to handle colossal characters for future characters like Godzilla and King Kong. So I can understand why they put him in the game. That was really more of an advertisement thing, I could say myself. But it's probably more of just a test trial with a giant character. Now, right after Iron Giant, we got LeBron James. Now, I've said this multiple times. I think this was one of the smartest moves for the game that they could do because I've seen other streamers that usually play 2K and stuff like that come to MultiVersus because LeBron James was put in the game. Now, the thing is this, you want to reach out to an audience outside of the regular audience you're probably going to reach. I think we all could agree that MultiVersus is reaching for that fighting game audience because it is a fighting game, probably more towards the Smash Bros community and stuff like that, right? Now, the thing is this, you want to reach outside of that because the game not going to grow if you do not add certain characters in like LeBron James, because LeBron James is a big name, really well known, and the most popular or one of the most popular athletes in the world right now. So that was smart. That was very, very smart of a move for them to add him into the game, in my opinion. Now, up next, I got Rick and Morty. Morty came out first, Rick came out later. Now, the reason why this was very smart because the Rick and Morty TV show is very, very popular right now. A lot of people really enjoying the show. It's probably one of the top 5 most popular cartoons out there right now, if not the most popular cartoon. So, of course, you want to capitalize on that. And then also, you bring in that Adult Swim audience, like that edgy audience that you want to be like, hey, look, y'all go check the game out, cause look, Rick and Morty in the game, you never know what other Adult Swim character could get in the game. So that was pretty smart to capitalize on that. And then they had season 6 coming out right there around the corner when Morty and Rick was coming out, so that was very smart for them to really capitalize on. Like I said before, MultiVersus is also an ad for Warner Bros as well. Now, let's go to the more controversial one, right? On Stripe and Gizmo. Now, it had people that really complained about these picks, said, oh, why y'all didn't put the more hype characters in the game? Which, by the way, I understand that. I understand that because I do want to see characters in like Mordecai and Rigby, Ben 10 and all. But the Stripe and Gizmo one, if y'all did not know, they actually have a reboot coming out. So that was actually very smart to go ahead and put them in the game because think about this. They might not be able to capitalize on the hype right now, but imagine when the reboot do come out, people be like, wait, they ain't MultiVersus. I'll go ahead and check out MultiVersus because I enjoy the series. And then, like I said, it's an advertisement for WB as well. And then also you bringing in that audience that's kind of older, that really knows more about Stripe and Gizmo, you know, from the Gremlin series, right? Because like I said, you want to reach all audiences. You don't want to just reach one particular audience. You want to reach all age groups and all audiences. That's what you want to do. That's what a good game does. Try to reach out to as many people as you possibly can. Then you have Black Adam. I think this one is clear and cut. The reason why Black Adam is in the game because the Black Adam movie came out. So you got to think about, of course you want to capitalize on that hype, which by the way, that give me hope for a lot of other movies coming out next year, like the Blue Beetle movie, because Blue Beetle might even get added into the game and all next, which I actually did a video talking about the list of characters that's supposed to be coming out like next year. The link to that video in the description if y'all want to check that out. So yeah, it makes sense to add Black Adam into the game because yeah, he had a movie coming out, and that would draw more people to go ahead and want to play the game. Now the last one, which I understand this from a legacy standpoint, I don't think he got a reboot coming out. Let me know if I'm wrong or whatever, cause I didn't really hear nothing. But Marvin the Marshal was added in. Now me personally, I would have loved to see Daffy Duck. He's actually one of my most wanted characters as well. Not in my top 3, but he's one of my most wanted. Now, the thing with Marvin the Martian is that he's a Looney Tunes character. I think for the most part, any Looney Tunes character could really draw people in because the Looney Tunes audience is actually really big. There's a lot of people that really love Looney Tunes. Now, I do want to bring this up because some people be like, well, how you gonna go ahead and bring in players and stuff like that if you're not putting characters in that people want to see? Now, I did a poll on my Twitter and I asked people, if you were to stop playing MultiVersus, or if you did stop playing MultiVersus, what would be the reason? And the reason that people really gave was because of lack of content. So it's not really the characters being added into the game. The character's gonna bring people in to try the character out, but it's really more about what's gonna keep them around. It's about the content in the game. That's why this game could really use more, you know, events and stuff like that. Which, by the way, I plan on live streaming tonight. Going into more detail talking about this. I might do a video later on because I do have a video planned for next week about why MultiVersus is quote unquote dying, because you know, that topic comes up a lot. But yeah, like, it's not really the new characters that's stopping people from playing or not want to play, because it really brings people in more than anything. The thing that gonna keep people around is the content in the game. Now, the characters they pick to bring people in, I feel like it's chess moves, and it makes a lot of sense. And yes, there are other characters that people want to see in the game more than some of these characters that I just went over so far that have been added. And then also, like, I didn't even really bring Taz up because I think Taz is self-explanatory as well. He falls in the same category with Marvin the Marshal because he came out later on afterwards as well. But yeah, like, popular characters are gonna bring people in, but that's not exactly what's gonna save the game. Because, like, for example, when I did the Ben 10 effect video, yes, Ben 10 will bring a lot of people in, but what's gonna keep them around is gonna be the in-game content. What is there to do in the game and stuff like that. That's the actual problem with the game currently right now. But as soon as they get more stuff in the game, more in-game content, more people gonna come. But I'm gonna go more into that on my live stream. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe and join the Shady Team. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Shady Team as always, and I'm out.